So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. And let's check out some craziness real quick.
Girl, you must be so excited to be out of training, finally.
I love training. What are you talking about? Yeah, I can't wait until I get my first phone. Oh, I think that's my first phone call. Thank you for calling. This is Stephanie speaking. How may I assist you today?
Was it Stephanie? Well, Stephanie, I hope you're not an idiot like the last person I spoke with. I'm sick of working with your company.
Yeah, let me go ahead and look up your account.
587644.
Okay.
Janet King.
Bear with me.
Yeah. I would say take your time, but I'd be lying.
Oh, yeah, ma'am. It does say that you have an account balance for $26.
And this is where the problem lies. I don't have a balance due. I made all of my payments, and I don't know what idiots you got working over there. And clearly, you're right there with the rest of them. Because you really don't sound like you know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing, do you? The $25 balance that's on my account is a balance that's been rolling over since I don't know when, and you guys haven't fixed it for me. So I would really like to see if you actually know what you're doing, what you get paid for to actually do a job, which you're clearly not doing.
You want a brief hold?
Whatever. Thank you so much for holding, Stephanie. I had to walk away for a moment. I'm going to be taking over your call at this time. Are you another one that doesn't know what you're doing? Ma'am, because I know that you were not letting Estefania talk, but you're going to let me speak.
Listen, you gotta have worked in a call center to understand how hilarious in front. Everybody who's worked in a call center knows you gotta have thick skin. You hear me? Like your skin gotta be thick, because when that phone ring or you call somebody, but the person on the other end of that phone don't care nothing about you or your feelings, bro. And they gonna let you have it. So if you can't find the humor and be able to stop that, you ain't gonna survive in a call center, bro. I used to collect for Comcast, DirecTV, Terminex, credit card companies, and stuff like that, bro. And when I tell you, bro, calling people that they know they got a balance, you know what I mean? And then it changes when they call you because they want to get new service, but they can't until they pay off that old bill back then. Oh my gosh. Oh, the 360 used to be hilarious, but yeah. You can't let this stuff get to you. She was about in tears.
Yep, excuse me? So looking at your account, you have a balance due of $26 that Stephanie, I was going to waive for you. I'm not going to waive that. So whenever you're ready, I'll go ahead and take the credit card number if you'd like to proceed with your payment. Otherwise, you will have a balance due and we will suspend your services temporarily until that payment is brought up to date. I would like to speak with the other woman that I was just speaking with. Stephanie. You don't get to speak with her again. Why not? No, you lost that privilege when you started berating her over the phone and being extremely rude to someone that was just trying to help you. So now you get me. You should be fired. You are you should really be fired. You can try to get me fired. They've fired me about 6 times. I just keep showing up. I'd like to speak with someone else. No matter who you speak with, you're still going to have a balance due. So let's just take care of it now.
Yo, they done fired me 6 times. That's so call center right there, bro. You know how many people quit or get fired and come back? Call centers, bro, the turnover ratio is like that, fam, like that. Anybody who knows is dying laughing right now.
Just put the other lady back on the line, please. Again, please. You don't get to speak with Stephania again, and that courtesy of waiving that $26 was when she was trying to help you. I'm not trying to help you. I just need that payment. Maybe you'll think twice before you are very rude to a customer service representative whose literal job is to help you. Just take my card number. Yep, I'm ready for that credit card number. Girl, you can't be letting people talk to you like that. Listen, I'm gonna be your new trainer. I know you're done with that training, but I got another training that I gotta train you on.
That is a fact, bro. And they would sit you by the more experienced person that's gonna teach you how to handle them type of situations, right? Man, I used to train somebody. Man, what is you doing, bro? Hit the mute button. Let them talk. Put them on speaker. Let them talk. No, say this. Say that. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't book. Don't that. Because this is how you getting paid. If they don't pay you, you have a certain budget you're supposed to meet for the month. So if they don't pay you, then you're not gonna get your budget and you're gonna get rolled up. And after a couple write-ups, you gone, bro. They're gonna sit somebody else in your seat. You know what I mean? Turnover ratio.
This is the Veronica training. And you're never gonna cry again.
Thank you.
Girl, you want to speak?
The funny thing about that is Veronica was probably gonna be like, yeah, she not gonna last. She not gonna last. And some overcome it, but some just can't. You know what I mean?
So yesterday, I take my 96-year-old grandma, Ruby Kaziorski, out on a date to see the new Elvis movie. Now, for a 96-year-old to go anywhere, there needs to be a lot of things in alignment, right? She needs to feel good, her body needs to not hurt, her mind needs to be in the right frame of reference, or else she's not going anywhere. And yesterday, it was the trifecta. She was good to go. So we get her to the theater. My aunt parks. We get out. I get her walker out that she doesn't want to use, but she actually needs a wheelchair, but she refuses that as well. And she starts walking very slowly to the movie theater, right? And she gets tired. I say, Grandma, just sit down on the walker. There's a way to sit on it. I'll push you. She goes, no, I don't want to do that. I said, it'll be so much easier. She sits down and she starts to cry. I said, why are you crying? She goes, because I feel like I can't do anything. I said, but wait till you see how much fun this can be. And guys, I pushed her so fast that I thought maybe she was going to fall out. And then she giggled like she was 7 in like a shopping cart going down the aisle. So nonetheless, we get to the candy part, and it's overwhelming, right? Eventually, she picks out a Kit Kat because all the other candy is garbage, right? Because that's the way a 96-year-old works. And then we get her to the actual theater. She has to walk up some stairs, which she didn't love, but she wanted to be higher away from the picture. So we get her in there. Now, the seats in Ontario are huge. They're these leather recliners, and they're high. She can't get in that. She's little. She can fit in my pocket. So here's what happens. Anna has to pick her up underneath her arm on one side, me on the other, and each leg, and we put her in the seat. Now, my grandma could have freaked out at that, but she, again, giggled like a kid, had a great time, and the movie started. When the movie started, here's what the first thing she had to say. It's really loud. Yeah, Grandma, it's really loud, but...
I might be a 96-year-old person myself. Yo, it's too loud. I want to do it myself. That sound like me.
Twister was loud too. I know that was the last movie you've seen, but she totally forgot she ever saw that movie. So this is surround sound's a new experience for her. And then the movie plays further, and she wants to be involved and tell me what she thought. She lived through these years, right? So as she adjusts to the decibel, which is way up here, when the movie gets quieter, she still talks here. And she says things like...
Again, I might be a 96-year-old person trapped in a younger person's body.
I didn't like him when he was young, but when he got old... Oh, Grandma, I know. Shh. I got it, yeah. When he was older. Fantastic. And then she'd say things like, they treated black people so horribly. That wasn't right. I know, Grandma. It just wasn't right, the way they did that. They should have been in trouble for... Oh, I know. And then every so often an Elvis song would come on, and she'd sing kind of quietly and melodically along to the song, and I'd see her swaying in her seat, right? Now, about 2 hours in, she gets a little bit antsy, and she says, how much longer? This is a long movie. I know it's a long movie. How much? 20 minutes?
Hey, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm agreeing with Grandma a lot. It was making me think I'm 96 because, bro, what happened to the 90-minute movies? Everything nowadays is like 2-3 hours. I'm like, fam, I got stuff to do. Who got time in their day to just carve out for a 3-hour movie? I'm with Grandma on this one.
Minutes, but probably another 45, but I'm trying to push it along, right? How much long? So we get to near the end of the movie, and she stops, and we pull her out of the seat and get her into a walker and, roll her fast down the way again, and she says, that was the most lovely thing I've done in forever. Thank you. So yesterday, I take my...
Bro, what the... Yo, the cat was looking at her like, what you want me to do? Oh, fam, first of all, is that 2 snakes? Is that a snake, number one, and is that 2 snakes? No, we gotta run that back, bro. Because what are you doing if you walk in the kitchen and see that? It says when you hear a noise in the kitchen at 1 a.m. Yeah, you set fire to the kitchen. Oh my gosh. Oh, we gotta go back. No, play that. Oh. Yo, hey, like, you want me to start the car? You want to start the car? Yo, no, fam. No. One more time. Bruh. Jesus. Where did it go? Nope.
Hey, you know you came in late today. I'm your best employee. You're lucky I came in at all.
Leave me alone.
Hey, why do I have to keep looking for you?
Because a good worker is hard to find.
How are you doing this morning?
I was good till you showed up. Can you stop coming to my desk?
I heard your PTO request got denied. Sorry, buddy.
I heard your marriage proposal got denied. Sorry, buddy.
Me, John, and Sally are going to the bar after work. Want to come?
You mean like hang out after work, get some drinks, have some fun with you guys?
You got it, bucko.
Hell no.
Hey, you know you came in late today.
We're about to get into this blue cash.
So yeah, me and my man was off today and we decided to go to the casino. And he was like, babe, can you whip up something quick before we get on the road? And I was like, I got you, babe. So let's get into these chicken sandwiches. I came in with some olive oil, some tornies, some onion powder, some garlic powder, a little ground red pepper. I gave my flour a real good stir with them same seasonings and then dropped my chicken breast into some hot oil. I threw some bacon in my air fryer. When my chicken was golden like me, I took it out. I made me a buffalo sauce with some Cristal, some butter, and some honey. Then I let that cook down. When it was good and cooked, I gave my chicken a real good toss, and then I toasted me some buns. Look at that, don't it look yummy? Then I began to assemble my sandwich. Ranch, my chicken, some iceberg, and some more ranch. I topped it with some bacon. And then voila, how my man played 30 minutes flat, if that. Period. So yeah.
Talk about it. I don't know why I'm football hype right now, but over a sandwich, something wrong with me, y'all. I know it.
You know, I need more people to start being honest with themselves. Hello, my name is DeAndre Brown and I do not know how to fight. Okay? Simple. I said it. And that's why when people start arguing with me, I just start staring. Because you will not put your hands on me. Would hate to get my attorneys involved. You know, I need more people to start.
Hi, my name is Marcelise, and I'm cheap. And I ain't forgot about this hack. Purr in the car with it, too. Cause who gonna beat me up? Nobody. Oh, hold on. Let me put this cap on before I spill it. Cause if you thought I was gonna buy a $5 drink for every child, girl, you could have bought your own kids a drink. Cause me, baby, they all finna drink the same thing. Yes, yeah. I don't got no time to spend $5 on every drink and then they're just not gonna drink it. No, absolutely not. Now I know you're probably like, oh my God, why did you drink?
Hey, you looking at a person right now who's prepared for a recession, bro. She got it down pat.
Yeah, now one has inclusions and it don't. That's perfectly fine because my niece don't like inclusion, so she gonna get this one. Yes! You see me, and
yo, that cup really made all those drinks, bro.
I was perfect, just perfect. Now, I made it seem like I bought 3 drinks, you know, big money auntie, that's me. Big money auntie. In real life, this would have been like $15, $16. I spent $5. The ice was free, baby. The drink was only $5. Yeah, cheap mar. Ah. Hi, my name is Marcelise, and I'm cheap.
And I just cleaned this kitchen, so whatever y'all cook, y'all need... Who keep doing this? Who keep throwing these water bottles in the trash can? Keontae? Mom, that was not me. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't you this time, but this ain't the first time. You know, I keep seeing these water bottles in my trash can. Kimari, is this you?
What?
Doing this with these water bottles?
No.
Mom, I already told you that is Kaden.
That ain't
yes,
Kaden.
it is.
That
Mom,
ain't Kaden
yes, it
doing
is.
that every time.
I literally seen her do it. She always does it.
Okay,
Mom, I'm just saying.
You know, if you seen her doing it, you should have told her something. So it still come back to you. You know what you want to do? Beat up your little sister over it?
It's always that one kid that's made of Teflon. You just want to fight that. I was that kid. Don't fight me. I was that kid though. It's always one kid that's made of Teflon. Your parents just don't think you can do no wrong.
That's crazy. You know, don't put it on my baby. What's going on? You know?
As a former pre-K teacher, watch what you say and do around your kids, because they come back and they tell us. One of my students was like, Mister, my mama said for me not to come to school and be telling all her business. And I was like, I mean, that's understandable. And she's like, yeah. So my mama and my daddy, they broke up yesterday. I thought your mom just told you not to be telling all her business. She's like, I didn't tell all her business. I didn't tell you that she was kissing Sarah. Wait, who's Sarah? And she's like, Sarah's my dad's sister. Wait, so your mom is kissing your dad's? And did your dad find out? Is that why they broke up? So in dramatic play,
Yo, you gotta have a love-hate relationship with kids, bro. You got to have a love-hate relationship with kids, especially your own, man. Oh, bro, if you don't want nothing out, you better not talk around them, bro. That's just a fact.
This is the grave of Clayton Frank Simmons in North Brookfield Cemetery in North Brookfield, New York. To be honest, I wasn't going to share this video because I didn't find a lot about him, and what I did find wasn't all that nice. And I definitely don't want to offend anybody who he might be related to or might have known him. But it's the only military-issued headstone I've ever cleaned, and I found something really cool. Oh, saved a spider. I found something really cool on his headstone, so I thought I'd share. Clayton was born in North Brookfield to Charles Simmons, who immigrated here from Ireland, and his wife, Carrie Palmer Simmons, who was from North Brookfield. When Clayton was just a kid, he worked as a baggage handler at the train station just a few hundred feet from the spot. When he was around 10 years old, his family moved to White Street in Waterville, New York, where he continued to work for the railroad as a signal operator. In his teenage years, he got into a little bit of trouble without sharing the details. He was arrested twice in 1 year for cruelty to animals, in this case, horses. When he was 29, he got into a little trouble again when he was drafted into World War I and didn't want to go, understandably. He did end up going, though. He went to boot camp at Fort Dix, and then he was sent to Saint Nazaire in France. 2 years later, in June of 1919, he was honorably discharged and returned home 3 months before the war ended that November. When he got back, he met and married his wife, Catherine Heidel, who was also from Ireland, like his dad. She was a widow and a telephone operator. The two rented an apartment on Genesee Street in Utica for the rest of their lives. I don't know much more about them. They didn't have any children, from what I can tell, and they were both unemployed, being listed as disabled on census records. In April of 1943, his wife, Catherine, passed away at age 67 from heart disease, and Clayton followed her 3 months later, dying at age 55 of carcinoma, which is cancer of the skin or tissue lining of organs like the liver and the kidneys. I'm really not sure why he's buried here. His parents and his brother aren't here, and neither is his wife. He only lived in North Brookfield as a little kid, and he actually died in the Bronx, which I don't understand, but for some reason he was brought back to North Brookfield to be buried. He might have had a different headstone originally, but in 1957, his brother Floyd wrote to Washington, D.C. and got this military-issued headstone from Vermont and picked it up here at the same train station that Clayton worked for as a kid. The cool part about his stone was there was a penny on it, which I thought was strange. I Googled why it would be there, and turns out it's a thing. You leave a penny if you were paying your respects to a soldier, a nickel if you went to boot camp with them, a dime if you served with them, and a quarter if you were there when they were killed in battle. It's pretty neat that someone came to visit, so I made sure I put it back, and I'm also going to bring him a flag so he's properly remembered for serving our country.
Wow. Wow. That's like, wow. Man, wow.
Good morning. This is a quick kindergarten chronicle. I know I'm at home, but this happened on Monday. I've been teaching for 26 years and I have never had anything like this happen to me. I'm coming back from lunch. I pass the foyer. I look out the door. I see an ambulance outside. I don't think anything of it. Get back to class. As soon as I step over the threshold, all the kids are giving me the big-eyed, dumb face, like, so I'm like, what in the... So I make eye contact with my co-teacher, and as soon as she says, girl, they go in. Miss Jones, she took the bead out her head, and she gave it to Lily, and Lily put it in her mouth, and it got stuck. So when they say that, I automatically think, oh my God, this baby has choked in my classroom, and I was not there. Bad teacher. Go to the nurse's suite right across the hall. Paramedics in there. They doing paperwork. I look at the nurse. She looks at me. She's like, so I see the little girl. Her feet are swinging in the chair. I don't see her face. I just see her feet because there was a cabinet. She was sitting like next to the cabinet. So I come around the cabinet and the little girl like that. I said, baby, are you okay? Yeah, okay. The bead is lodged on her tooth, stuck, like bolted, couldn't move. So I look at the paramedic. I said, well, what y'all gonna do? We can't get it off. The nurse said, we tried. We can't get it off. The little girl has not cried. She has not flinched. She has said nothing. So I look at her and I just say, baby, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. So now I have three emotions. I'm mortified, laughing hysterical inside, and a what the fuck moment. They call her mother. Her mom says that she's going to take her to her dentist to get it off. The next day she comes back to school, it's off. I don't know how they got it off. I didn't ask. The tooth was still there. But the bead was lodged on her tooth like a nut. So I said, baby girl, please don't ever put anything in your mouth. And she said, okay, Miss Sugar, this I want. School is over June 24th. I'm ready for vacation. Yeah.
That's what I be saying, bro. You gotta take care of the teachers, man. The teachers gotta get taken care of.
I don't say this for sympathy, so don't give me none, please. Thank you. Being a mama with no consistent co-parents, little to no village, the small village that you have is very busy. They have their own lives, and there's no schedule for co-parenting. Like, everything is on you. Every tube of toothpaste, every bottle of lotion, every bottle of shampoo and conditioner, every grocery, dishwashing liquid, laundry detergent, every bill, every piece of rent, every shoe, every sock, every underwear, every shirt, every bottom. I mean, every activity, every extracurricular activity, everything is on you as the mom. That's hard. And that's just financially. Physically and mentally, you have to entertain your child, you have to teach your child, you have to guide and lead your child. You have to get up each morning and get your child together and ready. You have to make sure that their hygiene is up to par. You have to make sure that they're eating every morning and for lunch and for dinner and snacks in between. And you have to make sure that they're not bored all the time. You have to make sure that they get to school on time and get them back from school. You have to make sure that they're safe.
And what's the crazy part is, I was just talking to my grandmother who's in her 80s, almost in her 90s yesterday. And I was saying some stuff about the boys, how they eat a lot. And she was like, I told you. I was like, yes, you did. She's like, I told you. Kids ain't cheap. It ain't easy. So when you decide to have children, be prepared. Yep. And even though she's saying, and I sympathize and empathize with her. You know what I mean? But like my grandmother was saying, yeah, they didn't ask to be here. It took two of y'all to make them. And if one of y'all don't step up, the other one still got to be there. So you gotta, you know what I mean? My grandma would look at me and she ain't gonna have no sympathy for me and say, put your big boy pants on and handle your business. You decided to make that child or did what you did to have that. And and I'm not bashing her by no means. I definitely sympathize with her because it's hard, especially when you got to do it alone. I couldn't imagine doing that by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. That is super tough, bro.
You have to teach them everything that you could possibly teach them, all while learning all on your own. And they say it takes a village, but when you don't have a village, when I say it'll run you up a wall, when I tell you it is wear and tear, and then if you talk about the struggles of being a single mom, it's your fault that you're a single mom. Almost as if you waited in line to sign up to be a single mom. Dads are never held accountable. It's always moms. Well, you shouldn't have been sleeping around. You shouldn't have had a baby without marriage. You should have known because of the type of guy he was. You should have got an abortion. It's always what the mom should have did instead of what the dad should be doing. But raising boys are easier, huh? Okay. Anyways, being a single mom is hard. It's wear and tear. And if you think that it's hard out here in this world as a single person or even a person in a relationship without a child, just try to imagine what it's like to be a single mom with little to no village, no consistent co-parent, and you're doing it all by yourself. Check on the single moms that you know. Extend some sort of support to them. Please. I don't say.
That's a fact, bro. And fellas, y'all don't get off the hook easy either, bro. Like, come on, man. I could never imagine turning my back on my kids, bro. Like, how much less of a man can you be? Like, that's basics 101. You was man enough to make that kid, and you're gonna turn your back away from him? I can't respect it. I cannot respect it at all, bro. Like, no. It's time for you to grow up. And by any means, get it done. That kid should never feel the effects. Period. You know what I mean? And I respect it if you're trying. If you're out there trying to do it, and you're doing it. But if you just completely turn your back and act like that kid don't exist, bro, the karma that you gonna get, and I hope you don't see it coming. And that's my piece. You know what I'm saying? So, but this was crazy though. Y'all get at me in the comment section and let me know what you thought of this video, man. And leave a like if you want to see more. Stick around and stay tuned till next one. I'm gone. Peace.